KURINJI Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
KURINJI Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Hi students, good afternoon to everyone. This video I continue about our neural control and coordination chapter. Previously, one video we completed regarding neural control and coordination. In that video, I given some of the introduction, that too not at our chapter related content ille, just introduction about how advanced organisms, I mean as like human beings, in brain highly developed because of four important characteristics of our brain is a highly developed. It is indicates that four important characteristics: corpus callosum, limbic system and hippocampus. These we seen, correct now. So in this video continuation about that one, along with that we are entering in the human nervous system, neural system. Okay, human neural system. So let me start today video session. Seen on neural control and coordination. Here highly advanced organisms exhibiting diversity of their organs, nothing but division of labor. My intention, I want to tell about division of labor. Because of tissues are formed, after tissues formation organs are formed, after organs organ systems are formed. When that organ systems are developed, each and every organ system is maintained their significant function. It is not yet involving in the all the functions in every organ systems. So one particular organ or one particular organ system to controlling of a specific function. So that's why here one organ system to another organ systems want to maintain something collaboration. Okay, some communication is necessary. For that communication wise, I mean that communication here coordination wise, coordinative thing is there. Okay, for example, now I am telling just this is an example. Here our school, like our school, several schools are we seen in the Namakkal. All over India wise also several schools are there. Matriculation wise or CBSE wise, ICSE examinations also. Even though different education institutions, education systems, okay, matriculation is a one education system, state level. CBSE is a one of the example. Okay, now even though how many variety of education systems, how many variety of education organizations are there, but it is a organizing coordination by the one policy. Okay, educative system, that means nothing but educational system of our India. Okay, so based on that, here and the development of advanced organisms that made up of organs and organ systems, their functions, they are controlling of their functions. Now that our body want to maintain that coordinating, that coordination is nothing but integration of the organs, integration of the organs. So for that type of mechanism we can say like homeostasis. On excretion time also I said about homeostasis. Homeostasis nothing but maintains the equilibrium, stability of our body conditions, temperature or any internal conditions want to maintain a stability. That stability maintains by the coordination of all the organs. Okay, that coordination or integration of the different organs under controlling by the neural control and coordination. For this one, in that I want to tell one example. In this example, first one, here when you are started to do for physical exercise. So when you started physical exercise, our body, of course if I start physical exercise, my body required something, demand of energy. Okay, why requirement of energy? Here increasing of the muscle activity is increases. Okay, when the muscle activity increases, automatically that muscle requires that oxygen demand, increase the oxygen demand. So the sequence events, when you started the work, automatically energy is necessary, energy requirement for muscles, that muscles are demand for oxygen. Okay, so ultimately what will happen? Rate of respiration will increase, and then simultaneously heartbeat also will increase, as simultaneously increasing of the blood flow. Correct only na? When oxygen demand here requirement kada, so oxygen demands wise they are increasing of respiration rate. You studied in different respiratory volumes and respiratory methods, respiratory volumes or capacities. So that on that respiration chapter last, depth of respiration, deepness of the respiration we seen. So heart rate, for 1 minute how many times heart will beat, that will also affect. And then by that heart rate increase, heart function what it is, increasing of the blood flow. Correct only na? Blood pressure will increase. So that's why high blood pressure or slow, by the situationally blood pressure flow, by blood flow in the blood vessels. Correct only, arteries and veins. This is the sequence events. Okay, when you stop that your physical exercise, automatically what are the events here demanded, that demand everything will stop. For example, physical exercise you are stopped means our muscle does not work, so that's why no need not of energy to consume. So that's why here oxygen demand will also reduce, because of oxygen will producing by that energy is producing by the oxidation of the food only on mitochondria. That we seen in 11th standard, you seen that, in 10th standard you seen that concept. Okay, on respiration time, aerobic respiration time 32 ATPs will producing, and then anaerobic respiration 2 ATPs, that only here. Okay, so that is here stop the physical exercise. Nerves, first nerves will relax, then lungs, heart, kidneys gradually retain their normal condition. Why sir? Here what is the link of all these things mean? Now what I said, these and all under controlling of these organs only na. Here nerves, each and every, if muscle want to show something activity means nerves should be give the something signals, because of skeletal muscles in the under controlling the somatic nervous system. Correct only na? So somatic nervous system, so nerves want to control, when nerves are controlled, automatically lungs to stop means reducing their breathing mechanism, and then heart rate will be slow down, and kidneys also, blood purification also will slow down. Gradually every organ will get attains their original position, retains their original position. So different organs are controlling their functions by the coordinating, that coordination only given by the neural and control and coordination. Okay, now come to the point. Here in our body, our body functions are controlling by the two significant systems. The two significant systems are neural system and endocrinal system. Neural system and endocrinal system. Now these neural system and endocrinal system, especially in 11th standard you studied control and coordination chapter, what is the differences between the neural system and the endocrinal system. So I do not repeat, but one point I will repeat here. Here neural system will provide the organization of network. Already in the initial starting video I said about neural system, how it will be play important role in the sending of the signals to different body parts, because of it is a point to point. On that first video I explained in the form of electric energy supply. Okay, so that's why here electric energy supplying by in the form of the in our body neural system. But what about a chemical system, endocrinal system? Endocrinal system is a supply of the chemical information. Okay, chemical. Just on that day I say similarly I give the example as just like a cell phone tower, cell phone signals. Cell phone signals are invisible form. Okay, but here neural signals it need something transport condenser must be necessary. Like in here nervous system neurons is a more important role, endocrinal system time blood is a more important role. Okay, neural control chemical coordination time we will discuss about the endocrinal system. Now come to the neural control and coordination nervous system. These nervous system of human being we will know about mechanism of neural coordination. First of all, human nervous system. What are the components present in the human nervous system? Okay, that brain, spinal cord, again central nervous system or peripheral nervous system. These and all we will know what are the divisions in the human nervous system under what is their functions. Here human nervous system parts, what is their function, individual parts functions we want to know. Later that functions time mechanism of a neural coordination, how information signal is sending through the or traveling through the axon or nervous, that we want to know. And then transmission of the nerve impulse. Transmission means one neuron to another neuron time how it will be transmission. And then conduction of the across the synapse. At the time of one neuron and to another neuron, information passing time, how they are conducting, whether anything any modifications are there or not. And then finally physiology of reflex action. Reflex action means in our body some of the activity is not in our control, spontaneously it will happen. Already in 10th standard you studied reflex arc. Reflex arc mechanism, activity of our body organs functions not in our control. Okay, on that example knee jerk reflex you seen. And some of the hormones also, epinephrine, norepinephrine, flight and fight hormones play an important role in these reflex arc time. I mean spontaneous action time. Fighting with some mother or far away from the any critical situation, how our body will respond, that and all under physiology of reflex action. Here in this video you get the concept about neural control and coordination. That first of all, what is the significance of the neural and control and coordination you seen here, how one action controlling by the different organs, but their different organs are under coordinating by the nervous system. Later in this total chapter what we will learn, that and all now you completed human nervous system and then mechanism of neural control and coordination and transmission of nerve impulse, conduction of across the synapse. What is the synapse? I will explain through the diagrammatic representation. Finally reflex arc, what is that thing? Okay, then here first here I said nerve impulse or nerve impulse conduction, that is a totally point to point. See here our brain is analysis one of the activity. By the analysis our brain giving the something order to an organ. especially that organ in our body only will reflect about that action, okay, that signal. Remaining all body parts should not be reflect, because of all body parts does not get that signal. Simply it is a, which is the point, which is the reacting point, that reacting point only will be react, because of that signals are traveled by the one of the specialized structures, that specialized structures we call as a neurons. That neuron also called as a axon, also called as a axon. So what are that points mean? See the diagrammatically in the 10th standard also you drawn that this diagram, what are the parts are there. Here we want to know some of the scientific terminology. Here when you drawn that neuron diagram parts totally divide into the two parts. One is cell body, another one is a axon. Cell body, another one is a axon. Cell body is a anterior part, axon is a terminal part, just like a tile, just like a tile. Now this axon top cell body, it containing wider place, and inside of that wider place it containing one plasma. That plasm we call as a exoplasm. Okay, then see inside the cytoplasm is there. That cytoplasm inside a dot like structure, that only we call nucleus. We know each and every neuron or each and every cell containing with the nucleus, as like a neuron also having the inside of the cell body in cytoplasm it contains a nucleus. Okay, but it edges of the these neuron cell body, they are having the finger like projections, just like fibrous roots in the plant. How fibrous root like this type of appearance we can see, such a fibrous root like structures we call as a dendrites. These dendrites are playing important role in the receiving of the stimulations from the external environment. Okay, so dendrites are receiving the stimulations or from the pre-existing neuron onwards, or sometimes receptor onwards. So efferent and efferent. Okay, so that words I will explain one more time. So dendrites, these are the structures we call as the dendrites. This is the nucleus. Inside a dot like granules are there, that granules we call as a Nissel's granules. These Nissel granules only presence in the cell body. Okay, now come to these parts after cell body. After a neck like projection is there, that neck like projection onwards a thread like structure will come. That thread like structure we call the axon. Which place axon is origin, such a place we call the axon hillock. Okay, then sometimes bipolar neurons, these and all in the axon hillock onwards, several dendrites also will be possible. Just like our plant, when you pluck off the tip region, they are having the branches, they are origin that give the chance for new branches. The same like here hillock onwards, something side branches also is there, lateral branches also will be chances. Then in the act totally it is covered with one membrane. That membrane is a plasma lemma. Okay, as usual how the cells are covered with axolemma, plasma lemma, like that here is the neurolemma. Here we call as a here neuroplasm. As last time I used exoplasm, not exoplasm, neuroplasm. Neuro means brain or nerve. Okay, that is a nickname. So here neurolemma, axon covered by the plasma membrane, that plasma membrane we called as a neurolemma. Here each and every organ is having the one of the nickname. Like the same plasma membrane is present in the muscle, around the muscle means we call it the sarcolemma, because sarco indicates muscle. Now come to the point, neuro indicates neuron or nervous system. Okay, so plasma lemma also called as a neurolemma. Now that neurolemma containing axon covered by the one sheath, that sheath we call as a myelinated sheath. Nana, if you are comparison with these axon structure with our TV cable. Okay, if you are having the dish or any cable network, that cable wire connecting to the our TV backside, correct na? When you are cutting off that cable wire middle position, one copper wire is there, that copper wire coated by the one plastic coating. Above that one white color coating is there, on above that one mesh, one silver mesh layer is there, on above that black color or white color layer is there. Like here middle position axon is there, that axon outer side covered by the neurolemma or plasmalemma, adikku mele one more layer covering it, that is a myelinated sheath. But this myelinated sheath not at present all the length of axon. Some places a myelinated sheath not at cover that axon. So that places simply plasmalemma exposing to the outside. So such a places we call as a Runweir node, nodes of Runweir. Now inside of myelinated sheath, some regular places a dot like structures are there, that we call as a Schwann cells. Then finally these axon will be terminated by end with axon terminal. How here dendrites are there, like in the tail position also, end position also, posterior position, axon terminals. The axon means this is the structure, terminal means end position. That axon terminals end with a sac like structure, bag like structures, that we call as a synapse. Now think it nana, if the another neuron is continue here onwards mean what it is. So in between of the another neuron telode here the top region dendrites onwards, the gap between the dendrites and synapse, something gap is there, that gap only synaptic cleft. Here this is the synaptic cleft. From this next point onwards another neuron will be start. So this neuron, if it is conducting the information, the finally it is terminated by the synapse. That synapse onwards synaptic cleft onwards another neuron will receive it, that nerve impulse. That is about neuron. Two parts, cell body, axon, dendrites and nucleus, Nissal's granules in the cell body, and below the cell body in the which place axon will start, that is the axon hillock. Then axon is covered by the neurolemma, also called as a plasmalemma. Another side covered by that one more sheath, that is a myelinated sheath. Some places of the axon not yet covered by the myelinated sheath, those places we call as a Runweir node or nodes of Runweir. Here some places, regular interval places, special cells are there, that we call as a Schwann cells. It creating the good environment of axons. And then axon terminated by the axon terminals end position, sac-like structure we call as a synapse. This synapse inside a specific chemicals are there, that chemicals we call as a neurotransmitters. What is the significance of these neurotransmitters? That and all I will be say when that here conduction of the nerve impulse are there, transmission of nerve impulse. That time I will explain about the neurotransmission. Up to that these neurotransmissions is presence in that synapse. That information is enough. Okay, Vanana. Next, now continuation of next one. Here human neural system. We are entering in our nervous system, human neural system. These human neural system having the two important parts, divided into the two important groups. One is the central nervous system, another one is the peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system made up of composing by brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system composing of made up of composed by that cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Cranial nerves, how many are there? 12 pairs of cranial nerves arising from our brain onwards. And then spinal nerves, 31 spinal nerves are there, those and all arising from the spinal cord onwards. Now see, peripheral nervous system again divide into the two categories. One is the somatic nervous system, another one is the autonomous nervous system. And then autonomous nervous system again divide into the sympathetic, parasympathetic. I think so you studied these words. Now this year you will get it the clarity how that these systems are functional role in the nerve impulse and how it is controlling of our body part of different parts. Okay, because of different parts we want to collaborate, nothing but integrating of our organs by the under neural control and coordination. In the next video I would like to explain about human neural system, and that central nervous system wise I will be explain. Up to that, wait Nana, take care, thank you.